Okay, hello everyone, this is Dan, just doing another video. This is video one of a three-part series. I will be talking about three different film magazine reviews. And I will be talking about them because I find it a lot easier to speak what I'm thinking into a microphone as I'm doing now, instead of writing paragraphs and paragraphs explaining everything. And this first magazine review is from Empire Magazine, very well known film magazine, used by a lot of people out there. So the first thing you notice straight away is 3/4 of the page is taken up by the two characters. This is very common in film posters. It showcases the film. It draws people in because they want to see what the image is about. Again, 3/4 of the page, meaning the other quarter obviously has got the text on it. Just one big column of text explains, well, it's what the article's put in, so, and that's always found in film posters. So, moving on from that, you'll notice how everything on there is a very neutral colour. It's black and white. There's no bright, vibrant colours, which you very often do see in loads of reviews nowadays. So this one kind of breaks the conventions a little bit, but it's also very effective the way in which it does it. You'll see that the image of the two is a very passionate, deep look, and it shows that the two characters are most likely in a romantic relationship. The thing which obviously puts almost like a curveball into this is linking to the fact there's no colour. Usually, to connote romance, you get the colour red, white, purity, red, maybe danger. But usually we have colours to signify this romance. There isn't in this, so it shows there's a romance, but it's not your typical romance that you would normally see in a film. There's something almost hidden there from the audience. Okay, so the next section we will be looking at is about the target audience. You'll see how there is a reference to the word twihards. So TWI-HARDS, as you normally spell twihards. Damn it. Take two. Well, take 40. So the next bit on this... So the next point here is about the target audience. You'll see reference to the name Twihards. So the next point on this poster is about the target audience. You'll see there's a reference to the word Twihards. And this suggests that people that are reading this magazine have already seen it. They've already seen Twilight, the original film, this being New Moon, the second film. So, again, Twihards references people dedicated to the film and shows a great customer loyalty to the film in this aspect. But something which almost twists this is how you'll see it says, but what's in it for the rest of us? Now, the way that I perceive this is that there are people that will have seen it, but maybe people from Empire Magazine haven't seen it. So they're talking about New Moon is guaranteed, to be a hit. But then what's in it for the rest of the people that haven't seen it? Why is it going to be a hit with people that haven't seen it? If people haven't seen Twilight, why are they going to understand the second one? It's very clever the way they do this. It both talks to people who have and haven't seen it, drawing in a much wider audience, and again, attracting people who will eventually, well, as they hope, to go and see the film. Okay, so the next bit we will find in the bottom left of the poster is getting to second base. I perceive this as the film saying it's, Twilight Saga coming out with the second film. Twilight being the first one, New Moon being the second. So they've almost made it to a milestone of another film, calling it second base. It also has sexual references. Obviously, there's old sayings, first, second base, different bases meaning different things. So that draws the eye to it, being bigger than the rest. Next point is about the first sentence you'll see on the article. It says, "This is a mesmerising realm, a verdant landscape triggered with the ripening blossom of youth." In just this single sentence, it draws the reader, it hooks the reader. You'll see how it's in a blue compared to the rest of the text, which is very black and white. The reason this is in blue, again, hooks the audience. It almost makes you read that first section, and by reading that first section, you're hooked and you want to read the rest of the article, and it's amazing how they put it together. There's also more references to the target audience of this film. There's a quote in the article. It says, "A place where, were you to have a motorcycle accident and bash your bounce on a big boulder, a muscular youth would aid you by taking off his shirt." This, no doubt, is aimed at teenage females, because obviously being the very stereotypical view of young teenagers desiring muscular men, shirtless, and that is exactly what comes across in this. So the next point I'm going to talk about is the typography. Getting to Second Base, Twilight sequel, all of them in the main image are white. They stand out. It makes you read it. Getting to Second Base is larger, draws the eye to it. Again, they're white, maybe connoting innocence, purity. Can do either of these. But the main thing I see about the whole typography is the blue text. About the first sentence, drawing the reader, hooking the reader. By doing this, it's opening up a whole new target audience to watch the film, to bring in revenue for the company. Okay, so that was the end of the first of a 3-part series about the magazine reviews. So, yeah, well, this was Dan, and I will see you all in the next video.